111。
My energy wanes. Time to rest.
Come. There are important matters to discuss.
What was it like in there?
In the curse. Horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
With haste.
所以伊索贝尔是将军女儿哦，你看她是他女儿。啊，杰西拉呢？杰西拉还在吗？
Thanks for watching out for me. You lot could have tossed me back in the shadows.
You're one of us. No fist left behind.
I'm glad that's still the case.
对啊，杰西拉还在吗？
I want to have a word.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west.
It's a grim... But the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply.
我需要卖垃圾啊！我垃圾捡很多啊。哎，忽然想到，这些都把它设杂物嘞。对啊，如果我直接设杂物嘞，比较好卖啊。
Just tell me what you need. Ladylike.
那我决定去营地。这边的那个资源显卡资源吃太凶了、啊，我那个风扇一直跑啊，电脑温度一直过热啊。去营地吧，去营地比较好。啊干按到营地了，我要添加到杂物了。阿军虚关嘞，他怎么跑到那么里面啊
Just tell me what you need. Ladylike.
Long waiting for you.
Better be. It hasn't been that
Open
long.
up. Feels like forever. No.
Perhaps the Iron Hands could return you in the future.
I'll sort you out for dinner. How does the stone read?
The way is clear. The light has shown the way.
The sooner we get out of here.
结果他不能直接填。
Then again, these towers are much like the Absolute. All flash, no substance. I owe you an apology. I wasn't sure you... And that's precise. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
You see a column of fire that dominates the sky in a blazing inferno. Nothing more.
The plan is what it's always been. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Find me in the city. And once... It's finally time for the Iron Hand nose to come home.
所以敌人没有死哎，对啊，死的是我方的人哎。吉西亚人在哪？ 哦，杰西亚人在，所以杰西亚没死。
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place.
杀一个再出现两个。
Elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers, too. And I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side.
我们8岁到88岁都不放过，我连你也要趴，我们都趴了。
Reach Baldur's Gate. There will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe.
我们要先去飞龙关，我有任务，飞龙关我也有任务。
Entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
好啦，杰西拉加入啦。
Thou dawdlest, while time is precious.
Any word on Nathaniel? And the curse? A flaming fist? A novice, actually. She dropped everything to make sure Duke Elton would be proud of what the Order has become. A pity that... Sorry, I didn't mean...
他心不赞同。
I'm just worried. Please. I don't know how much... Thanks for watching out for me. What could have tossed me back in the shadows?
You're one of us.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. But somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it. You there, Shah. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
It's like your mind wants you dead.
How'd you survive it?
Nathaniel. Now to look after him. Without him, I couldn't have lasted long.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. I knew never. If she'd been completely different, nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious. Guess she did. Devils, you know.
Althea is writing us a song.
Why, yes. Once Althea is...
You're here. Good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. True. You know what would be amazing? A concert. Just for the kids.
Concert.
Problem is, it's boring if it's just me playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
Where is she?
Back in last light, I was... And then a blinding light cut through the darkness like a blade. Didn't think we'd make it without the old El Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. I would. He didn't have any fight left in him. I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully.
所以塞夫罗会加入我们吗？肉肉砍我忘记在哪哎，对吧？肉肉砍我真的忘记在哪，这第一章的哪里啊？
Thanks for watching out for me.
For you, Hell Rider?
啊，洛洛坎在博德之门，我想到了，洛洛坎在博德之门。哇，这组人走掉了，那个是谁啊？你是谁啊？为什么你这里有一个人？
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
哦，那个夫妇也不是，应该是啊。
Maybe not. But we have each other now. We have this moment now. Thanks to you.
我原来有一组是在这哦，呵呵，因为我这一组还没吃到经验值哦，这样才算全部解掉啊。
Victims of the Shadow Curse. At least they were afforded a burial.
有晋升之路飞龙关是不是？啊，不能回去啦。这不能回去的，这不能回去的。
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Boulder's Gate is their target.
我发现东西还没卖一卖，顺便卖一卖。哦，为什么那个暗影诅咒还没消掉？不是说打死那个谁就暗影诅咒就会消了？
Just tell me what you need. Lady, light your way. Just tell me what you need.
我还以为添加成杂物，它就永久会自动帮你添加，结果没有嘛？那添加到杂物不就多一个步骤？
Lady.
我想到了，有一只还没偷东西，等，我要去偷东西。这个地图还有一个人我没有偷，我来去偷一下。
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast... We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate. Worm's Rock Fortress. It serves as headquarters for the Absolute's armies on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin. I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know, or know of more precisely. A self-styled, bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than... Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
牺牲了什么？原来是他。
It is, and I did. I was 17. Father, older Raven Guard, had just been named a Grand Duke, and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures, each encircle a lock. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive... there is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears as the maelstrom howls. Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Missoura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is. Missoura replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it... He returned to an unsuspecting city and away with... I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I led him to... I showed him my stone eye. After, he said only 1 word.
T 谁 ？T 好吧，踢你吧，你比较近，就踢你了。
Soldier. Sounds boring. Ah.
然后阿斯戴伦。
I never saw. I was always more of a lurker in. Lead on. Don't touch me.
走失者，走失者，威能。跟这个买东西。
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Action, not reaction.
There is work to do.
Trust no one. Time for discretion. Bless the oblivious. Like candy from a net. Quick and easy. Not even a charge. A little souvenir. A quick profit. Thank you. What a generous pocket. Almost too easy. So delightful. Pleasant, oblivious. Delightful. A very comfortable pocket.
走人，偷完了，走人，连1000多块都顺便偷了，真赞。
Can't give up now.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
At the ready. I have a lot on my mind.
Hey, soldier. Help.
The shadows are...
I think we've done rather a good thing. With...
Yes?
Forthwith.
Essential incantation.
Active.
这是什么东西啊？持续到长修，然后又一回合，什么意思啊？啊，这要专注，那就没有用。这个也可以持续到长修，哇，这很好啊！
Never a dull moment.
Lovely day this. For now.
这也要专注，这也是专注。还有什么持续到长修的？这个也是要专注，这个也要专注。这个也要专注，这个也要专注。 一堆专注，到底是专少没？好吧，没了。
Still breathing, despite everything.
Go ahead. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here.
A private word would be nice.
Of course.
异界四符，哇，直接可以招一个天界元素妖精或魔族，这么屌！虫群瘟疫。 持续到长修，不是啊？你这个疾病战斗中使用，然后可能还管持续到长修啊？到底在讲什么啊？ 这到底是什么东西啊？那法术说明好奇怪啊！我在想，我不知道招一个佣兵来帮我加那个，不过好像其实也没有到很必要。我的专注为什么被打断了？为什么我的专注被打断？为什么他血那么少
Seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
他为什么对我好感度那么差？因为我打他被星控的时候，我打到他这样子，是不是？什么鬼啊？啊，我的50块嘞！不是啊，我不是分割50块出来吗？钱不给分割哎，那我怎么给他东西啊？不是啊，我怎么给他这些东西啊？哇！不然给一些烂卷轴好了。这样行不行
？What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain.
我没有找到真言菇啊，不然正常给真言菇，让那个米青吃，可以再看一些剧情啊。
You tethered to 2 others.
someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
他老爸，所以他是杀了他老爸了，然后把他抢走了。
That it is a common right among Selûne's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I don't know.
Your parents both followed the Moon Maiden. I could sense their faith, even in a brief glimpse of the past.
It is a tragedy that the Moon Maiden's right was perverted by Shah. Your future was stolen from you.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
暗夜之矛是不是？
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim and mirrored. Take it.
I'll need every advantage, it seems.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain.
哇，变传说了，11、18。感知跟察觉检定有优势啊。月华之光，这几环的、啊？3环的、啊，3到30。这是专注吗？这是专注。我靠，还可以增加伤害、欸。劣势地形，哇，好好哦，好好。他已经拿这一把了啊，这一把也很好啊。 我看一下啊、哦，这个隐形能拿吗？隐形他有专长吗？有，他有专长。乌罗山打是专门打不死的啦，还有魔主啦。然后那个赛伦涅的是只要是敌人就行了，各有优缺吧。赛伦涅的普通攻击比较高啊。它这个是持续到什么时候？10回合。
Light on my feet. Better not be cursed.
I've been lied to. My whole life.
你真好骗。
And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. We'd better press on for now. But before that, there's one thing I need to... You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
干嘛？跟你啪啪啪是不是？
Of course. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive. Fine. What's on your mind?
I need a quick word.
狗狗捡到什么东西？
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily.
只有火把，我不需要火把，不要再给我火把啦！我火把很多啊，食物也好啊。
The curse has been lifted, the land's cleansed of the shadows. Ketheric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
阿干，我想起来，我有个东西没打，我干！哎，对。几分？这个是刚刚的，对不对？我想起来，我有个东西没打，等我一下，我想起来，我不知道这时候回去他那个怪还在不在？我现在才想起来，有一个山头，有一个9级的怪，然后还有一堆小兵。我当时打不赢，我就走了。我现在应该是打得赢，也不一定哦，因为他有大概4只自爆怪，2只远程怪，然后加1只9级。我在想要不要带个法师打，那个自爆怪有点麻烦啊。那个自爆怪2只还3只就可以把你的近战炸死，或者是不要管自爆怪，先去打其他只，可能好一点点。那自爆怪是真的有点麻烦，有点难搞。
My parents are alive, and I have to save them. Not if you and we'd better press. But before that, you'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
The dog wags his tail. A small.
干，一定要离开哦！那完蛋了。那我读这个档，这个档可以，读这个档就可以了。还好我在出发前有留一个档，这个档没办法离开，这个档一定要进那个下一章，所以我知道读这个档。在这个山区，
One day I'll catch a break.
这边直走右转。再直走右转，这个山头，还在，他们还在。
These boots have seen everything.
我不知道我跳不跳得上去，不行。这个山头难搞在他们有优势，他们是高打低，蛮难搞的。然后怪很多，怪很多。然后这些都是真怪会自爆，真怪会自爆，难搞在真怪会自爆。然后刀剑精通是什么意思啊？哇干，他还有火焰抗力耶！所以他只怕近战诶，他法系几乎都有抗性诶，这个直接打，妈，好吧，直接打吧，没办法了，直接打吧。这是三小啦哦，什么鬼啊？这是什么 bug 啊？我往前跳卡住，卡在这个东西啊！我真的是服了他，操！
smell blood.
不要再卡了，受不了，再卡翻脸。
The hammer's gonna fall.
这是三峡，不是啊！我砍他，然后他跑掉，害我砍不到啊！我操，什么鬼啊？他还可以这样搞。 为什么这只一直在偷洞啊？但为什么这只一直可以偷洞？他们自己自爆炸死了。哎，我好像不用法师哎，我的隐形可以当法师哎，太爽了吧！太爽了吧！ 隐形可以当半个法师，隐形怎么那么强？要不要趁机顺便把它扶起来啊？我觉得要哎、
I'll help you.
不然他倒地的时候没有 AC 啊，倒地的时候没有 AC， 就是把它扶起来，不然他扛不住会直接死掉。直接制胜斩给他死了啦！我觉得对啊，直接给他制胜斩了。怎么没有臂棒啊？等，我的臂棒嘞？有啊，为什么？因为没睡觉吗？怎么没有臂棒啊？没中。 爆了！ 哇，延吉树不能再放了。
Take you.
What now?
A long way to go still.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
What to do?
硬木短棒没啥用啊。这些都是炼金材料。很不好打，其实很不好打。我他妈几级了？我9级来打，还打成这样，所以其实他妈很难打。重点是那个真怪啊，你要用远程的打，把他打死啊，因为他会自爆啊。你可以让他们炸自己人啊。而且刚好我这个组合是都打近战的，所以我打起来特别辛苦啊。
Breathe deep and move. Looking ahead.
自我献祭。点自己，获得1到4的那个火焰伤害，但是自己也被烧，太白痴了吧！这到底是谁想的？谁想的烂装啊？出发前顺便长休吧。
Very well.
This individual doesn't seem particularly fond of you. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one. This individual doesn't seem particularly fond. Now's your chance to offer something worthwhile.
这么坑，好感度这么差。你那时候被心控啊，怪我嘞。那你是怪我咯。
This individual doesn't seem. Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
你到底要多少啊？
What do you know about me?
You feel Shadowheart's mind. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's.
That is him.
No.
And who told? But you are
my parents.
Your parent.
It is a tragedy that the Moon Maiden's right was perverted by Shah.
That you have been forewarned for what is to come. I was sorry, but I felt and no.
I'll need
a dead. See that your.
Go.
我刚看到要怎么偷那颗洋鸡蛋。
啊，是啊，我直接偷就可以啦。我已经偷过啦。然后我后来来不及偷，就已经就去打审判官了。
会被抓到。
我不会啊，你偷完马上传走就好啦。我之前就偷完还回去跟他讲话，然后才被打。
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
反正你只要先跟那个中间看淡的那个人，你一个人先跟他讲话，然后另一个人隐形，赶快跳过去一捡，马上传走，手脚快一点，这样就行了。
Dog wags his tail. A small bag.
只是偷了也没什么用啊，因为就那个任务就给钱而已啊。给钱还有经验值啊，还有经验值。 没有到一定要啊，可接可不接，可能可以看到一些比较好玩的对话吧，可能吧。只是那个偷的时候，记得要让那个谁不在啊。啊，刚好我队伍就带一个洋鸡妹，不带洋鸡妹就没事啊。
Ketheric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
哎，话说啊，我看到一个，我不确定他是不是因为那个原因，反正我看到一个影片，他是 你第一章啊，你可以一个人清全部因为他们都好像都没有黑暗视觉，你就放一个烟雾术，然后人在里面，然后你要选有黑暗视觉的那个种族。如果你没有，你就是要等，好像法师2级也会有黑暗视觉，你就放黑暗视觉，然后人站在云雾术里面，近战靠过去，木盲就打不到你，然后远程射不到你，你人在里面就无敌，一个人可以干完全部，时间的问题，你就慢慢打，一个烟雾术就搞定全部的人。
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
小奶怪。
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you. To split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
我的利刃已经饥渴难耐。
This should do nicely for a camp.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
柏德之门到啦，我们可以回家啦！大家可以回家啦！
Can't slow down.
话说它的属性好不好啊？它的属性有特别高吗？
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. So Luna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers.
押韵。
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have
因为我们就是宿
experience
主。
than I. I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
如果要杰西拉加入，我应该踢谁啊？糟糕，我还真的不知道我要踢谁。有谁可以踢的啊？先攻多少？我这次先攻多少？先攻7，先攻2。那卡拉克可能比较需要踢掉哎，因为卡拉克先攻比较低耶。可是我都已经加那个了欸，我都已经塞那个蝌蚪了，那就不加啦，对啊，如果没塞蝌蚪，可能还会考虑带。我蝌蚪都塞了，有蝌蚪没蝌蚪差蛮多的欸，蝌蚪加的能力其实蛮强的。
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, it's not the answer to all.
所以要先睡觉。睡袋在哪？不知道睡袋在哪？我没看到睡袋啊。啊，话说我那时候没跟那个守墓人讲话，离开前应该跟守墓人讲话的。
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
睡袋在哪？啊，这里。
Here goes nothing.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow
女星要来了，是
to
不
one
是
whose mind is so？
终于可以开趴了吗？
The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison, and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
我是英雄，我们圣武士当然是要当英雄。
All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March!
我们直接被偷袭哦。啊，其他人怎么没有出来？就只有我4个，其他人也要帮忙打。我们是不是应该先去把那个打掉？逃进传送门是不是？我靠，他还直接暴击耶！ 西风战士赫拉克拉。
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Light on my feet.
Talk to me.
Have to keep going.
Fuck yes. Over there.
我靠，他怎么还贴得到我啊？不是啊，我用疾跑，我跳跃加疾跑，他还追得到我哎，好扯哦！追得到我就算了，他还可以攻击是怎样？什么鬼啊？ 为什么还在讲话中？
That thing's not going to hold together much longer. I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Eager for battle. There's no time to waste. Assume nothing.
I have a lot on my mind and, well, anything.
You will be cleansed.
把暴击先关掉吧。他具武器大师不是可以关掉吗？人家说具武器大师可以关掉哎。哦，被动。还是得放，不然伤害不够啊。插一下。
It's not over. Come to the skull.
I can keep going a little longer now.
What's inside?
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you now.
上毒吧，上毒吧。毒药嘞？我不知道直接用毒药会比较久，还是用沾的就好。我试试看哦。假设把毒药放在地上用沾的嘞。
Help me!
不行，所以
，Please help me.
涂抹可以多久啊？我看一下哦。
I can't hold them off much longer.
看不出来，为什么？我按涂抹，然后什么都没加。哦，有，而且有摄影回合，我看到了。所以要战斗中途，真麻烦。
It's not over. Come to the skull. Please help me.
等，所以守墓人不是王子，是帮我们的那一个人才是王子哦。到底谁才是王子啊？
Despite your best attempts to be subtle, the Mind Flayer's awareness is every...
You must be joking. I am telling you, but...
Nothing in your colourful existence to date could have prepared you for this. As the horror subsides, you are left with only one coherent thought. You must do whatever you can to subdue the Githyanki.
Happy?
爽了吗
Fight!
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Maisel. Fight with me for your own survival. Together, we can turn the tide.
Together. 水魂者，无盲攻击，干没中。他们 AC 有够高啊！他们 AC 到底有多高啊？19。真的有点恶心耶！我靠，怎么还有一只在偷偷在上面啊？
Up. 硬啊！ 连续失误。
没死哦，被引擎转死了。但你们要不要下来啊？哇，被定身术了。哇，他们不下来。行动自如嘞。下去吃屎啊！你也是。哇，我没推。别跑！还好没有把我打下去，我怕我打下去就飞下去，然后直接死掉啊！不行啊，这样子好像会轰到自己人。我只能这样子啊。啊，不能捡东西，在剧情。
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene. To owe my life to a damned geek. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate. Though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance, I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure, to a colony of mind flayers who caught me. changed me into what I am now.
For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus,
王子真的是王子，王子是他。
of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was imprisoned. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained.
该死的灵吸怪。
Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty.
美丽。
If you let me, I can evolve.
我们进化，不给选的。
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical.
我下一轮再进化吧，我们这一轮还是当人吧。我不想当人了，留到下一轮吧。我们这一轮还是当个人吧。
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
我不想。
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it.
干嘛？强制进化是不是？哎，强制进化、欸！我选拒绝，他还是让我进化。
It must commune with another. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
I don't know. 进化会怎样？对，进化会怎样？我还能变人吗？我还想当人类啊！我不想不当人啊！
veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
班底奇怪了。哇，我开启了更强的力量了。说服欺瞒威吓得到专精哦。这是一个动作啊。 只是降1而已，太烂了吧！太烂了吧！瑞兽芹菜的搞不好还不错哎，可是这是格斗家啊，都是治疗伤口，要一个动作，没有比较好啊。自由施法。 我靠，这个好屌！哇，这个好屌！这是什么鬼？动作跟施法无需消耗啊！这个有凶，这个就真的很凶。等下可以再多动一次啊！而且是动作，不只是法术，它是动作，你连战士都有用。 可以把动作与附身交换使用。我靠！可是这要吃一个动作啊，靠腰、哦！这要吃一个动作、啊，这是给盗贼用的吧？心灵震爆，飞行术。 黑洞，可是它只有1回合哎。灵能统御，擅长夹子。 法术等级，它是指几环吗？
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, impenetrable. Within it, The Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Let's have a look. I hope this ends well. Best be on my way. First in my heart.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his Illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous, but she was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the prince a powerful shield. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Orpheus's honor got trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. Very well. Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of Kresh's humanoid. Though it must be said, our biology's it's an asexual process. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of Shuki, the queen, the Shukyan. It is a meticulous process. Go on.
So, there's been a mind flare inside the artifact or astral prism the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
他怎么忽然就一夜白发？
Something. Chuck, you believe you can, as you said.
盖尔嘞？盖尔。
No, shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. With... Which way to the nearest library?
然后那个谁
The path less traveled.
啊，放一个护甲。然后它还有什么魔法可以放的吗？啊，应该是没有了。我记得好像就只有这个啊，其他都不够久。时速数吗？这要转速。
Still alive, so that's progress.
How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here in...
Swift as my feet can carry me. Already feeling better.
I'm lit. It is done.
干，我在想我要不要改投直流啊？该休息了，好，休息，拜拜。